Welcome to Bonds once again. This is the Family Life Show that focuses solely on you and the development of your family right here on AGTV, the Assemblies of God Ghana Television. My name is Mauto Sade. Now, building trust in the family is essential for creating a strong, supportive and loving home. Trust forms the foundation of healthy relationships, allowing family members to feel safe, understood and valued. By exploring the ways to build and maintain trust, we can then create a more harmonious and connected family life. Today we are looking at simple yet effective strategies to strengthen trust within our families. If you've just joined us, this is Bonds. And if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, you want to share the link, get other people involved in the conversation. Leave your comments, leave your questions, and share your experiences. Before we go for that break, let's take our scripture for today. Today's scripture is from Ephesians chapter 4, verse 25. And it says, "Therefore, each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor, for we are all members of one body." I take that again. "Therefore, each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor, for we are all members of one body." You're welcome. We'll be back after this break.
Hey there! You're watching Bonds, the Family Life Show. Woo! A family that sticks together will always be stronger through the stormy weather. I have you and you have me, and that's what makes us family. It's the Family Life Show. 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 You're watching Bonds, the Family Life Show.
Welcome back from that very short break. If you've just joined us, you're watching Bonds, the Family Life Show here on AGTV, and my name is Mauto Sade. Today we are talking about building trust in the family. It's more than important to trust the people closest to you, and we will all agree that the people closest to us are our family members. We don't choose them, we are blessed with them. To help us do this conversation today, I have with me our very favorite Reverend Reginald Albert Akwamwa. Reverend, you are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you. Always, always a pleasure. Now, Reverend is a minister of the gospel, a relationship counselor, and a teacher. Once again, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
To help Reverend have this conversation is our very beautiful, pretty prolific, well-spoken Pastor Mrs. Diana Asamoah Labi. Pastor, you're also welcome.
Thank you so much.
Now, Pastor is the Regional Secretary, Assemblies of God Ghana, Accra East Youth Ministry, Principal Nursing Officer at Tema General Hospital. She is an Associate Fellow of the Ghana College of Nursing and Midwifery, a conference speaker, a life coach, a mentor, and a counselor. You are also very much welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here
today. It's a pleasure to have you. And today we are talking about trust. You are two people I trust the most to have this conversation. Yeah. And it's great that you're the ones we are talking to today. Let's start as usual with trying to understand what it is that we want to talk about. So first and foremost, I'll come to you, Pastor Diana. When we say trust, what do we mean?
I thank you so much, Auntie Marto. Trust is actually having a firm belief and confidence in someone.
Okay.
So when I say I trust you, it means I believe in your abilities. I can rely on you. I believe even in your weaknesses.
Okay.
So that I know if you are there, I don't need to fear.
Okay.
Yes. So for me, I think that is having trust in someone.
That's trust for you. Reverend, let me talk to you for a minute. When we say trust, in the context of the word, what do we mean?
Okay, I'll put it this way. Trust is a successful combination of spirituality, firmness, fairness, and the consciousness of the fact that there is a human involved. You know, because without the human beings, okay, what are we trusting in? Is it good? And all this kind of thing. But it is important for us to know that trust itself has its foundation in spirituality.
Sure.
Okay.
So when there is spirituality, trust becomes easy. That's why we learn how to trust by trusting God.
God. Yeah.
So when you hear people say that even me, I don't trust myself, then they don't know who they really are. So,
And we have heard that a lot.
Yeah.
No. That's something I have met a lot of times. Even I don't trust myself, so I don't know why I should trust
I
you.
should trust you.
I think even I've said it myself sometimes. Wow. So for you, it starts with being spiritual and having a connection with God and who you are in God.
in God. And knowing that other people are involved.
Wow.
You know, and the other people are involved is because we need to come to understand that they're human beings.
Yes.
You know, because if people don't fail you, then you will know how to actually trust. If people are not good around you, you will know how to actually trust. That's why there are two words in the Hebrew, Isaiah. It says, remember not the former things. But there's the other one that says that remember the former things.
The former thing.
So what are we talking about? So when it comes to the issue of trust, it is important for you to know that the former things which are the negative and the former things which are the good are all important. It helps you to know how to improve and inform your future.
Wow.
So tomorrow when there's an issue, you know, this thing has happened before. But I still need to trust.
You are guided.
You are guided.
You are guided.
You understand? Yes.
Wow. So then, most importantly, we need trust in the family setting. So today, by the end of this show, hopefully we will all understand step by step what we can do to build trust. But how important is it to have trust or to build trust in the family? Let me come back to you, Pastor Diana.
Right, so trust is important because it helps to build relationships.
Okay.
Like you are saying, we don't live in a vacuum. We live with people. And so when we trust, it's able to build the
Our
relationship.
relationships.
Yes, so it fosters teamwork. Because
Okay.
I trust you, so at least I can entrust something into your care for you to do for me.
Right.
Trust also fosters collaboration and
Right.
cooperation. Because I trust you, I can work with you. I can say anything that I want, and I know that it will not go out of the box. So it does fosters collaboration, and it also encourages open communication. So that I can tell you what I'm thinking. I can even tell you my problem because I trust that you'll be of help to me.
Okay.
Yes. So I think that trust is pivot when it comes to relationships and family issues.
Reverend, let's talk about the importance of trust in the family.
A while ago, I was looking through the Bible when it comes to this issue of trust. And I noticed from 1 Peter 3:5 that trust actually makes you to dress well.
That's deep.
I know. I've
know,
never thought about it that
now,
way.
1 Peter 3:5 and 6. Verse 6 is talking about women looking at Sarah as an example. Now, verse 5, it says, Sarah trusted in the Lord. And the first thing that happened was that she started knowing how to adorn herself.
Herself.
Right.
So her trust in the Lord made her to know that, maybe let's put it this way, I'm a public figure. My children will look at me. My husband will look at me. So there is a way I need to carry myself.
Right.
So first she adorned herself. And then when you look at it, right, so what came to my mind is that when you actually learn to trust in the family setting, it builds the family together.
Okay.
There's a family togetherness. Because there's always somebody that everybody is looking at. So you cannot dress anyhow, let's say as a wife or as a mother. And then you also want your daughters to dress rightly. You understand? It's
They
a
must
form
be
of
able
trust.
to look at you, trust you,
They
to
must be able
follow what you
to
do.
follow what you do. You know?
Right.
And then after that, then it came. It says, just like Sarah also trusted God. Then, because she had trust in God, she now knew how to submit to
the husband. And
So
even called
trust-
him Lord.
Yes. So trust aids submission. You understand? Then we can also put it on the flip side. We can also say trust also aids love.
Okay.
But you see, you don't trust because you expect trust. You trust because it is an attitude which is going to work for you. Because if you trust because you expect trust, what if that person
doesn't give it back?
Doesn't give it back. So it should always be about you first. Because when you trust, it heals a lot of things in you. Even though when somebody hurts you, it is painful. But at least you know that you are not the one that did the hurting. But you have put forth a positive energy. But it's only that this person does not walk in the understanding of what you are doing. You know, that is where, so then you can let things go easily. But remember, human is involved when it comes to the issue of trust.
And once there is a human being, weaknesses are involved. Mistakes are involved. Yes. And hurts are involved.
And that is when we are not able to handle it well, then unforgiveness and whether should I forgive, should I not forgive also comes in.
The indecision,
yes, but
conflicts.
Human beings are involved.
Always human beings are involved. Already the house is getting heated and I'm loving the conversation. We'll be back after this short break to continue the conversation of trust in the family. You're still watching Bonds. Don't go anywhere.
It's the Family Life Show. You're watching Bonds, the Family Life Show.
You know nothing about my husband. You know nothing about my father.
Greetings, my relatives. Today, I want to tell you a story
to give hope for every race everywhere, because we are here. AGTV is here.
This is Bonds, the Family Life Show.
You're welcome back from that break. This is Bonds. If you've just joined us, today we are talking about trust in the family, building trust in the family. And we've already established the fact that trust is pivotal in building the relationships in the family. Now, let me come back to my wonderful guests in the house. I'll start off with you, Pastor Diana. How do we even begin to build trust as family members? Reverend has intimated spirituality being at the core of it all. But where do we go from there? Even that, what does it mean? Okay, so let's start off and say, how do we build trust in the family?
Right, so it is attitudes now. Especially when there are children involved. Because children learn by modeling what we are doing.
Okay.
And so in the family, husband and wife, if we have the attitude of doing the right things, being consistent with our words,
right,
being consistent with our positive attitude, like Reverend said, you should be positive, then the person can know that, no, then I think I can trust you. We were nurtured in an environment where you want to get rid of the children and said, tomorrow I'll buy you an aeroplane. and when I come back, I'll buy you this. And daddy goes and comes back empty-handed. And that is the beginning of it.
Even by those simple lies, you are knowing the ability to trust you.
Very good. In childhood development, and there is something we call trust versus mistrust, and that has been a problem for a lot of people. When you are, the fancies will say, oh, Jijo Bagro. The beginning when you start showing the child, you see that the child is afraid. Show one, catch, show two, catch, and the baby begins to smile. She can't trust you. Yes, that is how we learn how to build trust. Right from there.
From birth.
So I show the baby and allow the baby to fall down. That is it. So right from there. And then the thing I just spoke about, you know, I'll buy this for you. And then it doesn't come. Then the child begins to know that, oh, you can always say this.
You don't have to do it.
And nobody beats you for it, because nobody beats daddy, nobody beats mommy for it. I had this thing that was interesting, but I think it's very important. And then the person said, when we were growing up, we were watching Kokwanasi by the far side, and we didn't want to miss Mame Dokno. What were we learning? Kokwanasi was always lying. He was stealing. He was treating people badly, including his own wife and children.
And he always got away with it.
He did. And they only caught him at the last end of the narrative. So it means that we can be doing this and still go along with it without being punished. And so the person was saying that we grew up with that mentality. And so all these politicians who may have been going around telling lies, that is what we're trained with. You can lie. You can lie and actually go scot-free. So in the family, when we are at home, the things we say, the things we do, like Reverend said, if I dress anyhow, I don't expect my children to dress well. And sometimes the boys are saying, we want to dress like daddy.
Right.
So daddy doesn't dress well. It goes down the drain. It begins from there.
So
and these children grow and become the parents, and they now transfer that
to their own children.
And so it becomes generational.
A vicious cycle it becomes then. Reverend, how do we build trust? This looks like model it,
sure.
Be the example in the home.
Exactly.
Starts from spirituality, but most importantly, don't tell small lies.
Oh yes, it's very
That's
true.
important.
You know, I wrote something down that is important to show openness in our relationship between the spouses.
Wow. Okay.
Sometimes in the home, like in my home, what I do is that as long as it comes to the home, mommy is in charge.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, so if I want an apple in the fridge that I bought with my own money, I send them, go and ask mommy whether I can take some of the apple. So at that point in time, everybody knows.
If you need something, you go to mommy.
You should ask mommy.
You understand?
Right.
And then you don't also, just like she said, I like to use the blunt word. We need to stop lying to our children.
Tell them the truth.
I had an experience. I think that should be about 2008. I was in the Brong-Ahafo region there doing some missionary work. And my first son, that was just when they started Vitamilk advert on TV. So he saw it, said, Daddy, so when you see this one, buy some for me. I said, okay, I'll buy some for you. Then I went for a meeting. When I was coming back, I saw some in town and I bought it. Immediately I came home. I took it from my bag and I gave it to him. And this was his first word. So you bought it?
Wow.
You understand?
Even though
he
didn't really expect it.
You understand? From that day, there's nothing I tell my children. There's no level of openness that we don't have.
Wow. Wow.
And they trust me for that.
Sure.
And that's just wonderful. It's a great experience to have shared. So you bought it.
So, yes.
Wow.
I nearly wept that day.
Oh my God.
That was when I vowed I'll never lie to them.
Well, if you have just joined us, this is Bonds. We're talking about building trust in the family. Remember to share the link, leave your comments, your questions, and share your experiences. If this is Facebook or YouTube you're watching us on, if you're watching at home, relax, take your seat, and let other family members join in the conversation. We'll be back after this short break.
It's the Family Live Show.
Who are you?
This is Bonds, the Family Live Show.
Welcome back from that break. You're still watching Bonds, and today we are talking about building trust in the family, in the house. Today we have with us Pastor Diana Asamoah-Larbi and Reverend Reginald Akomwa. And the conversation is beautiful. It's great to have you. We were talking about building trust and the fact that we have to start from birth, and the parents play a pivotal role in ensuring that their children learn to trust them. But as children, now that we know right from wrong, how do we get our parents to trust us? Okay, I'll start from you, Pastor Diana.
So I'll say open communication.
Okay.
Like Reverend said, there's nothing we don't talk about, including all the things in school. So let's not be quick to rebuke the children when they are talking.
Okay, so from this, it starts from the parents, right?
Yes.
It's only when your children can trust you that they can tell you
They
all
can
these
tell
things.
you. Because
Okay.
we were trained with, there are some things you don't say it. So the child goes to school, hears something, and wants to say, shut up, they're a very bad boy. And they won't talk again. So open communication. Let them know we can talk about everything at home. We can do everything at home. Another thing is to respect your views and each other's views.
Okay.
Exactly. Because it doesn't matter how young somebody is, God can still use the person to talk to you.
Okay.
And so even when the child is saying something, okay, that's okay. If the child is not right, you can say, well, that is not actually the
What
truth.
it's supposed to be.
And then, so the learning moments at home must be identified and used.
Okay.
Because usually we want to get a classroom atmosphere at home where daddy says, sit down, today I want to talk to you about this. But now things are changing.
Yeah.
These children know more than we do. And so we should take advantage of teaching and learning moments at home and build on what they know and correct the misconceptions.
Okay.
I think that it would be better. And let's lead by example.
That's very
like
important.
What we started. Yes. So you say something, stick to your word. When you tell your child, I'm going to whip you for what you have done.
Make
whip
sure
the
you
child.
do.
Yes, do. If you don't whip, give the child the reason why I didn't whip you because afterwards you behaved well. You're a good girl now.
Okay.
So I didn't do it. So model it, because children they learn from what they see and they replicate it. So at home, then I'll say all liars will go to, and everybody says hell. That's okay. So Pa, are you telling the truth or you're lying? Say, please, I'm lying. And that is there. So when we do that, then we let the child grow and know that these things are not tolerated in a Christian home like ours. And I think it's very
And your
helpful.
words must carry weight. Once
They
you
should.
say
Yes,
it,
because you
should
say it and you
follow
don't do it.
through.
So the next time you do, you see that they'll be laughing at you because they know you can't do it. Wait until daddy comes. So daddy is always the monster in the house. No, it shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be.
Yes.
They should be able to
beat you.
trust
Yes.
both of you.
I will beat
Yes.
you. Make sure you beat that person.
Be the person. Yes.
You understand? So when you do that, you say, hey, no, if daddy says he'll do it, he'll do it.
He will
He's
do
not
it.
joking.
Yeah, I know. So you see, in addition to what she said, to build trust in the home, there's also the need for spousal support.
Okay.
So if like she said, you wait when daddy comes. Now when daddy comes and daddy is doing the thing, let mommy to be standing there
And support him.
and support him. No. So he gets your time and say, no, this thing. No.
The two of them are the same.
Even if you tell mommy crash, you tell daddy.
Yeah.
You know, so we create, let me call it some Holy Ghost confusion amongst the children. You know, so they know that no. These people, anything they say, they will do it.
Yeah.
It builds trust there.
Okay.
Now we also need to also create a difference between being friendly with your children and then being a friend.
They are two different
They are
things.
two different things.
Absolutely.
Now, one of the things that we normally used to do, so my children are my friend, it is wrong.
Yeah.
Because you see, when they are your friends, you get to a time they can talk to you anyhow. You know, so let them remain in their class, but be friendly with them.
With them.
But when you're friendly with them, it opens them up. You know, they can come with every issue and all those things. You know, a time came I had to call my boys in my office and then ask them some very sensitive issues about being a teenager and a young boy.
Okay.
You know, especially when you wake up in the morning and the kind of changes you have in your body and all those kind of things, you know. And then when we had finished with that conversation, the senior one came back and said he had a personal question he wanted to ask.
Right.
You know, because he realized that anytime he wakes up, you know, he sees things in his boxes that is not normal.
Okay.
Now I had to explain to him what he was going through, that as a teenager, this. Now from that time, he could be in school and then he would call me about boyfriend-girlfriend issue because his friends, everybody was having a boyfriend, a girlfriend in school and blah, blah, and all those kind of things.
Right.
And then he would look for a phone and call me because the thing was bothering him. You know, and then we said, okay, daddy, if there's any other thing, I'll call you again. I said, okay, no problem.
So you created
So
the foundation.
I created the foundation. And up to today, he's in the university now. You know, sometimes he will call the mother. He will call me and talk about, he said, no, call your mommy because she's a girl. So call her. And then, no. So what we are saying is that when we are friendly with them, you know, it opens bigger doors.
Right.
But when we make them know that I am your friend, they can say even things they are not supposed to say. You know, but the friendliness opens that door. You know, so we need to stop being friends with
our children,
but we need to be friendly
with them. Yes. That's a good point, Reverend. I mean, it's just wonderful to know that for the child to be able to trust you first, you must show them that it is possible to be trusted. It is possible to be trusted. Well, let's go to our children. But before we do that, we'll take a very short break. When we come back, we'll talk about their children. Now that mommy and daddy have created the atmosphere where you can trust them, how do you gain their trust? Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
It's the Family Life Show.
We enhance the beauty of each story with quality renovation works, making dreams come to life. Building the future. We shape our buildings, thereafter they shape us. Contact us on 0244 442390 or 027 724 2815. Location: Ashongman Estate, Bank of Ghana Quarters. Elegant Builders Limited. Building your dreams, creating reality.
This is Bonds, the Family Life Show.
Welcome back from that break. You're still watching Bonds. Today we are talking about building trust in the family. And before the break, Reverend and Pastor Diana, we were talking about the fact that as parents, we need to build the foundation, allow our children to see that they can trust us. Now that we've been able to achieve that, let's talk to the children a bit. Yeah. So mommy and daddy trust you, but how do you earn their trust? How do you make them believe whatever you say, make them believe that you can do the right thing? Let me come to you, Pastor, for a minute.
It begins with being transparent.
Being transparent.
Yes. And that is enhanced through open communication or open conversation.
Okay.
So like Reverend said, sensitive issues, but we are able to discuss it in a particular way at home so that now you can tell me everything. So you need to be transparent. You don't say, I'm going to church and you are somewhere else.
Be honest.
You should be honest. So honesty also comes in there. And then you should be accountable for your actions.
Right.
You want us to trust you, but every time you do something wrong and we catch you, you say, oh, it's not me.
It's
somebody else.
Right.
You are not accountable. You are not responsible. So you need to be accountable for your actions. You should take responsibility of your own life and the decisions that you make. When you do that, everybody knows that when Malta says that,
it's the truth.
It's the truth. And we don't doubt it.
Yeah, for that matter, when she says it's not her, everybody
then
can
you know
trust
that it's not
your
her.
word.
Otherwise, Malta.
Are you sure?
And when that first thing comes, it means that trust has a question mark.
Reverend, how do the children get their parents to trust them?
I think it must also, in addition to that, there needs to be stop doing the things you forbid them.
Okay.
Don't sit, let's say, stop maybe reading this kind of book at this particular time, you know, or doing this particular thing. And then that is exactly what you are doing. So if you are doing it, why can't we do it? Number one, it's not maybe because it's a bad book, you understand? You have also not even given a reason why this thing needs to be stopped.
So make it clear to the children exactly why you forbid them.
Yes. Now let's give a typical example. Stop drinking the water in the fridge, using the bottle and then putting it back there. Many times daddy comes home from work, the first thing he does, he opens it, and then some people will say that, am I the one you are talking? Did I not buy the fridge by myself? You know, but you have told them not to do it. So one of the ways that you can show a typical example is for you to also stop it.
So model the right thing.
Model the right thing. You know?
Right.
If you can do that, then realize, no, oh, okay. So even though daddy says it and then he does not also do it. No. And then the other thing too, sometimes I used to tell my son that, you know, don't involve yourself in things that you know I wouldn't do.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I remember there was one time, I told him one thing, see, I'm believing God, I want to see you marry as a virgin. Then he said, Daddy, you know that area is not something I'm thinking of going there.
Wow.
Okay.
No, I have a son who is in level 300 now, and he's still a virgin. You know, and all those kind of things. So, and these are some of the things that we talk about.
Okay.
You know, we talk about, and then you realize that at the end of the day, they can still come back to you because they know that these things that you say, they are things that we see it all around you. You know, don't tell them that insult. You stop insulting people. And the next minute they see you insult mommy, or mommy insulted daddy, and all they can no. All those things break trust down.
They break
you know?
trust.
And then for the issue, the place of communication, you know. Now we talk before our children. And maybe the landlord calls. So I'm not in the house. This. And then they'll be sitting and this one look at this one. You know, some children will say, hey, but daddy, he's lying not good.
Yeah.
He said, you know, I'm owing him, so it's not an excuse. What you have just succeeded in doing is to tell that child that in some situations
you can lie.
You can lie.
Yeah.
You know, and then when the person lies and then there's an issue and then you go to punish the person
will refer you.
Refer you.
The good thing about children of today is that they will tell you.
Yes.
They are not as fearful, they are not as shy, they are not intimidated. They will refer you right back to what you did. Say, but mommy, remember you did this the other day. And daddy, remember you said this the other day.
Yeah.
They always refer you. Now let's talk about broken promises. Reverend has hinted on that already. Let's come to that. How do we teach our children the importance of not breaking their promises?
You should go by your word.
Go by your word.
If you can't fulfill it,
don't say it.
Say it. I saw a post 2 days ago and the person said, you remember you promised your mother you buy her an aeroplane when you grow. Now you are a grown person. Go and buy the aeroplane.
Mother's Day.
So we should be consistent. Consistency is very important in trust. Because today you say this, did he say that? Forget to.
The last time he said it, he didn't do it.
No, he didn't do it. But when you are consistent, people take you for who you are. Yes, and I think that it helps as well.
Wow.
You know, in the beginning I mentioned fairness and firmness.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to also be firm. Aside being consistent with what you're doing, you must also be firm and then be fair.
Okay.
When there's fairness and fairness, correction is also accepted easily. You know, and they know that okay, daddy is like this, but I know that what I did was wrong, and that's why daddy did this one, mommy did the one, and then so I think that at that place too, it establishes that issue of trust.
Of trust. Wow. We'll be back after a short break. Don't go anywhere. You're still watching Bonds.
It's the Family Live Show.
Who are you?
We are. This is Bonds, the Family Live Show.
Welcome back. This is Bonds, building trust in the family. It cannot be overemphasized what trust means in the growth and the development of a family. If you have just joined us, we've talked about the fact that without trust, the family cannot function, and it is the parent's responsibility to model what it is to be trusted. And the children must also keep their word to make sure that their parents can trust them. I have in the studio with me Pastor Mrs. Diana Asamoah-Larbi and Reverend Reginald Akomwa. We have been having the conversation together. We are on our last lap, and I want for us to talk about broken trust. So we've established the fact that it's important to trust, it's important to build trust. But when trust is broken, what then? Reverend, I'll start with you.
When trust is broken, the first thing you need to do is that appreciate that you are hurt. And then, that maybe a husband, a partner, or somebody has hurt you. Just appreciate that, you know. And then number two, appreciate also the fact that the one who even did that hurting is not the spirit, but the human. You know? And as human, it is the tendency for that to come again. Is even there. You know, you may forgive, you may move on, but there is a probability.
It can happen again.
We have certain marital issues where trust was broken. The person said, I will do it again. And the person is still doing it. And the other partner decided that let me live my life, whether he wants to continue to do it and all those kind of things. And sometimes so they see the people who hurt you is a choice they made. It is also important for you to decide to make another choice.
Okay.
You know, so what choice would you want to make?
Okay.
Because your choice as a Christian must be the one that will honor God. You know, so that is why we need to now learn to turn the floodlights on yourself, because it must bring me peace. You know, I had a statement somewhere. He said, anytime somebody offends you, or anytime somebody offends you or takes advantage of you, note one thing: they have taken power from you. And when you refuse to let go, they keep the power. That is why every time you see somebody who has offended you, that kind of, you see them, you are boiling. The power is still with them.
You need to let go.
But immediately you let go, you see them and then you can laugh, and all those kind of things. That's why sometimes our wives don't understand us. This guy cheated on you and did this one and did this one. How can you still be talking to him? You know? And she's angry for you. But you have let it go. It's just because of the way we are and the way they are.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because she hates him.
Yeah. But it's more difficult for a woman.
Yes, it's more difficult for a woman because women are more family-centered and then men are more work-centered.
Okay.
That's why a man can commit suicide when he loses his job. But you hardly see a man commit suicide because his home is broken. You know? But a woman can also commit suicide when she loses a home. You know, that kind of thing.
No,
so,
absolutely right.
So this trust issue, let us know that trust can be broken. And the people who break this trust, that's why they are people.
They are human.
You know, they are humans. It gets to you because they are closer. Okay. Just like they are closer. It is painful because it's in your clothing. That's why I say, why would this person do this one? This person is close to me. It is painful just because it's close to you.
Right.
But when an outsider does the same thing to you, it's easy to say, and all those kind of things, you know. So I think that we need to come to a place to know that these things can happen.
Wow.
They are there.
They exist.
Yeah. But when it happens, whether you need to forgive, whether you need to let go, whatever decision there you need to take, the first step you need, that is when that spirituality now comes in.
The prayer bit.
The prayer bit.
The faith bit.
The faith bit. Now, focus on God. The focus on God bit. No, he said, trust in the Lord your God. With honor. He said, that Bible verse says, love the Lord your God with all your heart. Now, that word trust can be also supplemented with trust. So trust the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul. Because there's a human being involved.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, you need to work on yourself. Both the one who has been hurt and the one who did the hurting.
Okay.
Yes, because sometimes you are a contributing factor. So you work on yourself. And then you look for the factors that contributed to that situation and the role you played.
That's your favorite, actually.
Yes.
What role did you play?
Because a lot of times we tend to hand the blame over to the person as if we didn't do anything. But you need to establish that I may have
contributed somewhat to what happened.
Situation. And then you also have to acknowledge that you need help.
Right.
Sometimes it's not easy regaining somebody's trust all by yourself. You need help. And your help can come from God, who is our supreme helper. And then it comes from men, especially religiously or spiritually rooted men and women of God.
Okay.
When they put through a word for you, sometimes it calms you down and they give you guidance as to how to go about it. And be ready to start.
Be ready.
Yes. Some of us are not ready. Yes, and like Reverend said, they come to plead for forgiveness and the next time,
you've done it again.
Yes, I used to have a friend who said, as for Dinah, her heart is in my hands. We're going out and anytime he misbehaves and people are like, this lady will leave you and say, don't worry. Her heart is in my hands. The day I did it. It's still
the day you took your heart back.
It's a problem we are fighting today after all these years. He can't get it. Yes, so you should know that you need help. And then you start on a fresh page and make sure that consistency, you keep to it. So that it doesn't look as if, this one, He's just nice. So the next two days, you see, he'll go again. So you need to be consistent. And then you need to be focused, like Reverend said, looking unto Jesus. Have something, you see, when you are distracted easily, you can break trust anyhow. You should be focused. This is how I want my home to be. This is, personally, this is the kind of family I want. Free conversation. So you come home and the 10 years is playing organ, the 6 years is playing drums, and I'm singing, and my husband is playing guitar, and my daughters are singing. And it is so beautiful. That is the kind of life I wanted. So money was not the focus, because I know how to work hard to get money. So I wanted a home where everybody
is happy.
Exactly.
So once you're focused on something, it's easier.
It's easier. It helps you. Don't easily get distracted. So and you see how my friend's husband has bought her a car, and you see how he handles the wife in public. You go home and see. It's not the ultimate. He can buy her a car, but may not have given her peace.
Yes.
You have the peace. Are you going to trade it for a four-wheel? That is your issue.
The way is your front.
Yes. You can't get it like that.
Wow. Reverend, let's continue the conversation of how to regain trust, how to rebuild trust once it's been broken. You know, she's intimated, accept. You also said it, accept your hurt. And then she's gone on to say, seek help. Where are some of the places we can go for help?
And when it comes to the issue of trust, as spiritual as it is, I think one of the first or major places that we need to go to, we've spoken a lot about it, but let me say it again.
Okay.
We need to go back to God. You know, and you see, the Bible says, confess your fault. You understand? Go back to God and tell God you are hurt, and that He should help you to come out of this situation. And then secondly, I think it is also important that whoever did the hurting, not confronting us in its sense, but you need to go back to them and let them know that this and this and this and this and this is what you have done. I didn't expect you to do that, but I just want you to know I'm hurt, but I've forgiven you.
Right.
You know, so that sometimes it's a kind of energy. So it can leave you when we do that. You know, and one of the strongest areas that this issue of hurt comes in, especially when it comes to the issue of infidelity.
Right.
You know,
very sensitive.
It becomes something which is hanging, you know. But I think that when we come to the place of understanding that that person has made a choice to go into infidelity, you know, you must also now begin to make a choice as how to also maintain your joyfulness in let me call it in that dialogue. Okay. You understand? As painful as it is, no, tell your mind that this person made a choice to go and either cheat or whatever thing they did. But let me also make a choice for happiness or joyfulness.
To forgive, to reconcile and move on.
It, because the reconciliation must begin with you first. But if you're able to reconcile with yourself first, to tell the other person I'm forgiving you becomes easy.
Okay.
You know, yeah, because at that point in time, it is all about you. You know, and you see, when people, it's difficult to say, but let me say, when people get to a place where they say, I cannot forgive, why would he do that? And why would he, all those things that we say around the issue of infidelity, forgetting that your own happiness is also going down the drain. You understand? Because look through the whole Bible. There's no place in the Bible that tells you that when you get married, your husband must make you happy. It's not there. But what is in the Bible? It said the joy of the Lord. The joy of the Lord. That is what you need to look out for.
The joy of the Lord.
That is what you need to look out for.
The joy of the Lord.
So the place of infidelity, one of the ways that you can move on is to look out for the joy of the Lord. And tell yourself, this person has chosen to go this far. Let me also make a choice. That would help me. And you see, mostly in that help, you understand, you make the right decisions. Anytime you use hate to make a decision, in most cases,
it will be wrong. But when the focus is on God and the joy of the Lord, you are most likely going to make the right decision. We'll be back after the short break to take our concluding remarks. Don't go anywhere.
It's the Family Life Show.
are you?
This is Bonds, the family live show.
You're welcome back to Bonds. You've been watching Building Trust in the Family. How do we do it? Have you been hurt before? Has it been difficult? Were you able to get any tidbits on how to even begin to trust again? My name is Mauto Sade. I've been here with Reverend Reginald Akwamwa and Pastor Mrs. Diana Asamoah-Larbi. And we've been talking about building trust. It's been a beautiful conversation. We want to tell the listeners, those who are watching us, that in all of it, faith and grace is paramount, isn't it? Yeah. But let me take your final words on the matter, the idea of trust in the family, and then I'll take yours, Pastor Diana.
So let me start by saying this. The waywardness of your partner is a choice they've made. Okay. Stop making it your headache.
That's a powerful one.
You understand? It's a choice they've made. Stop making. That is the only way you can move on.
Right.
That is one of the easiest ways to now turn the floodlights on yourself. I say, no, I can be good. I can be better. I can trust again. Okay. You know, but this time I need to be watchful. Psalm 1 verse 1. You know, it says that you should not walk with them, don't talk with them, don't stand with them. And then when we go to, I think, Romans, it said mark them and avoid them. You understand? It didn't say be at loggerheads with them. So, you see, it comes a time in life that you know that, now, it is not everything that is in my head that must come through my mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep it there. Amen.
Keep it there. Wow. Pastor Diana.
I will talk on 2 things to do when you break a trust or when somebody breaks the trust you have in them. Number 1, the decisions you make. It's very important. And like Reverend said, if you make a hasty decision, you might go wrong. Number 2, where you seek help. In fact, the decisions you make will guide you as to where you seek the help. A lot of times, especially when we are in school and we are doing this and we say these people are bad. The moment the Krife sister falls, she's going to those same people she has called bad for guidance because they will show her where to get the solution. And so the decisions you make are very important and as important as where you seek your help from.
Wow. Thank you so much, Reverend Reginald and Pastor Diana. It's always a privilege to have you in the house, and it's been a beautiful conversation. We've enjoyed you so much. If you've been watching us from home, on Facebook, on YouTube, or on your TV screens, this has been Bonds. We've been talking about building trust in the family, and the conversation has been with Reverend Reginald Akwamwa. Thank you so much, Reverend, for coming. And Pastor Mrs. Diana Asamoah-Larbi. Thank you so much for coming as well.
Thank you too for having me.
Now remember, trust is a tricky thing. Once lost, can be really, really hard to regain. However, without trust, there cannot be growth, there cannot be development, and there definitely cannot be peace. Spiritual peace, financial peace, emotional peace, and most importantly, the family peace you need to grow stronger and to bond. This has been Bonds, and my name is Mauto Sade. Until next time, see you.
A family that sticks together will always be stronger through the stormy weather. I have you and you have me, and that's what makes us family. It's the family life show. 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 Bonds, 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 bonds. It's the family life show.